There is a dangerous game that Odinga family is playing with the Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna. If you look at how events are unfolding and how people are changing their statements, someone makes a statement today, tomorrow makes another one antagonizing whatever statement he or she made the earlier day. It shows that there is a dangerous game they are playing with Sifuna, and I think the leader of Linda Mwananchi, Sifuna, should be keen on how to deal with this Odinga family. Moments after Raila Odinga died and was buried, Edwin Sifuna was expunged as the Secretary General of Orange Democratic Party. It was a talk of the town. Many people were talking, many people were complaining, especially the youth. They felt like Edwin Sifuna was expunged unlawfully, that he was not supposed to be removed as the Secretary General of ODM Party. Now, the Odinga family showed concern. If we start with Mama Odinga, Mama Ida Odinga, there is a time when some of the ODM members, including Edwin Sifuna, went to the Chungwa house. And here, it was, they were honoring the legacy of the sacrifice and democracy. And it was during the 81st birthday of Raila Odinga. Therefore, among the people who were there, Ida Odinga hugged Edwin Sifuna passionately. But others, they just, greeted by hand and it was done. But for Edwin Sifuna, Mama Ida gave him a hug, a passionate hug, and then they talked a little. Something that many people interpreted that Odinga family was standing with Edwin Sifuna and that they never wanted him out as the Secretary General of ODM Party, a party that was started by Raila Odinga, and it lasted for 20 years. Let me say lasted for 20 years because right now things are different. And equally later, the Linda Mwananchi leader Edwin Sifuna explained why he received the hug, yet others, everyone else who was there, was never was never given a hug. Sifuna explained that when Ida Odinga saw him, she said that Edwin Sifuna looked like someone who needed a hug, and that is the moment when she gave him a hug. A tight hug. And Edwin Sifuna was so grateful, saying that it was a challenging moment, being expounded or expunged from ODM party, and such a hug that Ida Odinga had given him would help him move forward and also forget some of his tribulations. So the indications were obvious. You don't need the rocket science to know that Ida Odinga was supporting Edwin Sifuna. By that show alone, it indicated that the Odinga family was with Edwin Sifuna and that he carried the grace of Raila Odinga. So some few days later, Mama Ida Odinga was appointed as an ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations Environment Program. And here things changed. Immediately she received it. Immediately William Ruto appointed her to that position. She changed the narrative. So she could say, I'm not a politician. My daughter Winnie is a politician, my brother-in-law, but I'm not. Watch this.
Well, just as you said that I've been silent for some time. Of course, when I lost my husband, Honorable Raila Odinga, I was still in the state of mourning, and that was very important to me, and therefore I was not able to come out and participate in political arrangements that we are talking about. Personally, I'm not a politician, and I hope you know that. My husband was, my daughter is, my brother-in-law is, people around me are, but I'm an industrialist. I'm not a politician.
And that is how Mama Ida Odinga made an about turn. He made a U-turn and changed her narrative completely from supporting Sifuna, or rather supporting William Ruto. So she stood on the fence saying that she's not a politician. Back to the daughter of Raila Odinga, Winnie Odinga. Winnie Odinga supported Edwin Sifuna at first. When Sifuna was being chased away, the first time when Edwin Sifuna was expunged from ODM as the Secretary General, Winnie Odinga was so disturbed. From the posts she was making online on her social media accounts, in fact, even appearing at the joint press briefing by the Linda Mwananchi, where they were castigating ODM leadership from removing Edwin Sifuna from that role. She appeared. Look at that photo. But equally, after her mother Ida Odinga was appointed as the ambassador and also permanent representative to the UN, she equally changed her narrative. She changed completely. She stopped even seeing Edwin Sifuna. She stopped appearing to Edwin Sifuna's press statements. She started supporting Linda Ground movement. In fact, there is some point she held a rally in Kibra. At first, she said that Edwin Sifuna and Babu Owino are with us and they sent me to greet you at first. But after her mother was appointed as an ambassador, she changed. In fact, there is a time she had a rally, not a rally, a meeting in Kibra, where she said that she's going nowhere. It is a party his father started na hatoki. Listen to this.
Hiyo ni mambo ya yala. Mimi hii chama hii nyumba yetu, hii nyumba ambayo tulijenga, hii nyumba ambayo babangu alijenga. Mimi Winnie Odinga natoka hapa nikienda wapi?
And that is how Winnie Odinga dumped Edwin Sifuna, and just like that. Let's look at Ruth Odinga. Ruth Odinga at first stood on the fence. She was neither with Sifuna nor with Oburu Oginga. But all signs indicated that she was kinda with Oburu Oginga, because she was equally eyeing a position in the Central Committee. However, she did not get that position, and the Oburu son edged her out. And equally, remember, later on, okay, she was given the role of the organizing secretary of ODM party. But right now, Ruth Odinga seems like she's defending Edwin Sifuna. She looks like she's jumping the ship and, approach Edwin Sifuna, join the Linda Mwananchi. So my worry is, what is Ruth Odinga want from William Ruto this time round? Because when even Winnie Odinga started showing signs, nini, her mother was appointed, she was equally promised to be given the deputy party leader of ODM. Akabadlika kabisa. She stopped supporting Edwin Sifuna. The same thing may be happening to Ruth Odinga. Na yeye anaongojea kidogo juu akiingia kwa Edwin Sifuna, and then she will be giving some position, she also quit. I don't know what will happen. So that tells you that the Odinga family, there is a card, there is a dangerous game they are playing with our son Edwin Sifuna. And then lastly, I want us to look at how Raila Odinga played his politics. He's a veteran, and he's the late. Sometimes we don't need to talk about him, but he was in our political sphere, and then we need to talk about him. There is no single day we will forget Raila Odinga and his input in the political history of Kenya. Raila Odinga is someone who could lead people in maandamano, in the protests. But when he could make an agreement, handshake or broad-based agreement, he could take only his close friends, not anyone else. Even if you played which role in maandamano, he could only take his close friends, put them in government, and then start singing whatever the government was singing. The same way he started singing about Uhuru Kenyatta, about William Ruto to some extent. Maybe let's say that is the nature of this family, and going forward, Edwin Sifuna should be so keen. He should not be easily taken by emotions, easily duped by their crocodile tears, their humble welcoming. Yeah, because there is a dangerous card that Odinga family is pulling on Edwin Sifuna. I don't know what your take is, but you can write your comment down there in the comment section. We'll have a debate there after responding to all the comments. This will make us maybe have a basis of whatever we're gonna talk about in the next video. This is Kenyans, where we do an analysis of political stories and equally give you news updates. Subscribe, like, and share. Equally hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new video.